questions or what, right? Okay, boleh ya. Let's try first question. Okay. So when we started off, I think what we wanted to do was we wanted to solve the problem for businesses. Businesses always have a problem, two main problems, regulatory challenges with governments, right? And secondly is talent. So talent has always been a problem, I believe, in terms of business, and it's something that will always be a problem, and we really want to ensure that we are able to solve the talent problem globally.
Can you share a significant challenge you faced while building Great Pyramid?
I think the main challenge ourselves was also talent, right? We wanted to have the best talent to support our clients, right? So at startup time, you know, it's not easy for us to get good talent, right? Especially when it comes to being able to have the funds to be able to pay for good talent. But as we grew, I think we managed to overcome that, right? So as a company that solves talent problems, we have solved our internal talent problems as well.
Considering a recruitment industry is an old industry, how do you innovate your business to remain relevant?
I think digitization is very important, right? It's an old industry, but what we feel is people take it and make it very old school, right? They don't want to input technology into it. So what we've done is we've ensured we've digitized it. So we've also brought in the new way of working, right? The hybrid, the work from home, and implement it internally as well. And it allows everyone to be very much more efficient compared to what we were doing maybe 5-10 years ago.
As an entrepreneur, what personal qualities you believe have been crucial to your success, and how do you foster these qualities within you?
I think my personal success would be based on two main things. The idea or the want to always learn, right? So I read a lot, ensure I know what is going on internationally and locally. That's very important. And number two is determination, the never give up effort. So for us also, you know, in terms of all the businesses that we do, when we deal with governments, we deal with clients, we deal with candidates, we have the never give up attitude. So don't say that it cannot be done. There's always a way.
What advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs who might want to also get into the recruitment industry?
I would say it is a challenging industry, but there's always scope for something new, right? So if you want to get into the industry, don't do the old school way of recruitment, you know, look at something that you can make a change, right? So the current trend would be technology talent, so that's where we are focused on, right? But maybe 5 years down the road, we don't know, it should be AI, right? Things like that. So go into that and strike the iron when it's hot, right? Do something that is in right now.
What was the most unexpected challenge you faced? When you started your business, what were you doing?
I think when we started our business, we started off from a small room at home, right? And when you approach big clients, they always want you to be established. So that was very important. So we had to like say that, you know, we are established, and we just had, the issue was for the clients to trust us. I think the trust element was a problem, but the minute you solve the problem for the client and you manage to deliver, they're totally on board with you. So I think that was a big mountain to climb, but we managed to overcome it one by one.
Can you share a funny story since you started from a small outfit?
Yeah, so back to the same thing, right? We started off from a small room in my house with a fax machine, with a phone line, and also a computer, right? And so that the phone used to ring off the hook at home. So what happened was, you know, doing that, and you had to answer the phone and say that, oh, you know, we're a big company, please hold on, you know, I'll pass it around to this person. But actually it's just a one-man show, right? But clients didn't know that. But I think we've built that part, we've overcome it, and it's been a great experience.
Can you describe a pivotal moment that significantly impacted your business's direction or success?
I think our clients have played a big part in where we've come. So we've had very big clients, and I may not be able to mention names. So one of the biggest tech logistics company was our client, and they brought in a good 2 to 3 years, right? They gave us a lot of business, and that was pivoting for us because what they did was they also pushed us to provide more services and build our service base, right? So from a client's perspective, they wanted us to deliver more, and we said, at first we were a bit skeptical that we could not deliver that much, but at the end when we said, when we started doing it, we realized, hey, we can do this. So, and that is how we further built our base of services for the entire market.
If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be and why?
If I could have dinner with one person, anybody in this world, I actually would have dinner with myself. Have you ever thought about that? Because I don't know, you always think that this is the type of person I am, right? But you really don't know yourself from another person's point of view. So that would be really interesting, So besides myself, I think it would be Warren Buffett, because I think he's the best investor in the world. So these are the two people I would have dinner with.
Two people. It's like Fight Club. So what's one current trend or popular topic you think is overrated and why?
ESG. I think ESG is way overrated. It's same as what we had CSR in the past, right? But businesses have to adapt to ESG. I think the main reason why we have to adapt is due to global warming. And if businesses themselves don't adapt and change the way we work, right, our children are going to suffer in the future. Well, I think if I could switch career, I would be a Formula One driver. So that is something that gives a lot of. It's very intense, right? And all the drivers always want to be number one. There's no point being number 15 or number 10 in F1, right? And I'm a car enthusiast, so I've always liked Formula One, and I think it's a very intense sport because it mixes your personal skills with the machine that you have as well. So it's not only you, it's the machine that you have as well.
Okay, describe your job in 3 emojis.
3 emojis. Shocking, because I always get shocks all the time from what happens. I would say fun, right? That's very nice. And this.
So what's the most spontaneous or out of the box thing you have done recently?
A spontaneous or out of the box thing I have done recently. That's a tough one. I'm quite a boring person, so out of the box right now is not my idea. But if I could do one thing, I would really want to skydive. So I've never done that before. The adrenaline rush that you get from skydiving, I think that's really fun. But I really want to do that. Hopefully, by the time I'm 40.
What's your go-to snack during your working hours?
What I should have is actually nuts, right? But we have a lot of snacks in our pantry, so usually it's twisties or biscuits.
Okay. Coffee or tea?
Coffee in the morning. I cannot function without my cup of coffee in the morning. All right. Then? All right. Perfect.